Alright, fishing too real here. So, San Antonio, Texas. Sorry I haven't been able to make a video as well. We're going through a bit of a cold spell. It has snowed in San Antonio, and it's just been cold all the way around. So this is my wife's little snowman that she made earlier this morning. But it's definitely snow. But one thing I did want to do is just put a little something on YouTube, on the page. This is my garden. I'm gonna do a little time lapse real quick. I'm not too sure where it's gonna be at, but it's gonna more than likely be in the sun somewhere, so you can actually see the water or the snow go away slowly. So it's probably what I'm gonna be doing right now. Just trying to put some content out for you, keep you active, keep the page active, and just see what we can do. But probably on the add-on to this is I'm going to more than likely add on a fish knot or line knot time tutorial, something that I can really show you on exactly what I do. So stay tuned. So I think I'm gonna do this area right here. Got a little bit of the snow already gone, and capture some other area. Snow. So this won't be too long. Just a little something that show how the snow is going to be dissolving. It's going to be probably pretty cool to me anyway. Hope y'all enjoy it as well. Fishing too real, so that didn't take too long, did it? That was about an hour and 15 minutes worth of lapse time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be showing you different knots and how I tie them. I'm not going to go into leaders. If you want to see me tie some leaders, I can go into more in depth than that. So comment below if you want to see that. But so the first hook that a lot of people use is going to be the circle hook. I don't know if you can see that. That's the circle hook. Everybody loves and talks about. That is the circle hook. The next hook that I'm going to use or be talking about is the offset, and you can really see it there. The offset croaker hook. Alright, so let me see if I can get you to see that a little better. So as you see, it's a little offset when it's straight. Turn it forward. It's just a little offset, so you can see that. And I'll show you exactly how that works as well. This is another smaller one, a little smaller offset croaker hook, treble hook. I don't use these too often, but I'll tell you when I use these. And then simple jig head. If you fish ever with lures, these come in all kinds of different shapes, sizes, but this is a jig head. Also, what I'm going to be showing you is a clamp swivel. This is a clamp swivel. I can show you a little more about exactly what a clamp swivel is for, and then this is just a simple barrel swivel. Now these are big. These are not the size I normally use unless I'm on the surf fishing for shark or something like that. and then the line that I usually use. So, but this is what I usually use. This clear monofilament. This is 40-pound test line. This is strand. This is trilene, but I just have it just because I spooled one of the older rods that we have. Okay, so pretty much what I'm gonna be showing you is exactly how I tie my knots. So angle this down a little bit more, right about there. You can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm gonna get, just for today, use probably about that much. This is about a foot of line. Alright, go with the clear line. Make sure you have you a knife. I'll show you with the green line as well. It's actually a lot easier, these knots, when you have a smaller, thinner line. So it's a little more than I expected, but matter of fact, we'll go ahead and cut this in half. So about a foot of line. Now, a lot of people don't like the croaker hook because they say it doesn't get in the corner of the mouth. I'm actually going to show you how it gets in the corner of the mouth for me anyway. So first thing what we're going to do is my first knot. I want to call it a snail knot is what I've heard it's called, but it's just my simple knot. First thing you're going to do is that barrel, or that circle portion, you're going to run it through that circle just like so. You're going to run it through there just like so. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hold that main line. And when you hold that main line, you're going to get that other piece of line that you went through first. You can go back around just like so. You're going to pull it to a specific length, whatever you feel is good. Now what you don't want is you don't want this little loop that's in here. You don't want that too big. So snell that down a little bit, and then you're going to cross your lines just like so. So you see that they're crossed now. So you're going to hold that cross in there, and you're going to wrap it. I like to say about a minimum of about 3 to 4 times. Sometimes I go 5 to 6 depending on where I'm going, where I'm fishing at. So or what I'm fishing for. So once you have that line wrapped around there, you're going to go through it just like so. You're going to go through that space. You can see that. You're going to go through that space just like so. And then you're going to grab that end piece and grab that end piece. You're going to tighten down on it just like so. And that is one of my favorite knots right there. I use this for pretty much everything. I use it for my barrel swivels. I use it for both ends. I use it for my clamp swivels, and I use it for the both ends of my barrel swivels as well. Now, once you got that done, you want to try to straighten that knot out as much as possible. Straighten that knot out as much as possible, and then you're going to cut this little tag end off. So, cut that tag end off just like so. You can leave just a little bit. It doesn't really affect your reeling in or anything. Now, what I'm going to show you is how this catches the fish in the corner of the mouth. So when the fish eats it, it's going to clamp down on it just like so. And when it swims off, I don't know if you see that, it swims off. It doesn't matter. It falls into its mouth. It doesn't even matter the other way. We can go the other way with it. Go the other way. It goes into the mouth, just like so. It goes into the mouth, falls in the mouth, and when you hook, it gets hooked in the corner of the mouth. So it's just like the circle hook. It comes out just as easy. And the same thing with the top of the mouth. Once it goes in, it just kind of loops in there and gets caught in the top of the mouth. Now you're probably asking me, why do you have a circle hook? Circle hooks are used for fishing for shark only. If you are fishing for shark, they say you're on the beach or you're somewhere on a boat and you're fishing for shark only, this is the hook that you're supposed to be using. Now if you do catch a shark with a different hook, you can keep it. It's just you want to, if somebody asks you, just let them know you weren't fishing for shark, you just so happened to catch one. So now the next knot that I'm going to be showing you, mainly used for my jig heads or my lures or anything else that I use. Alright, so what's going to happen is with this jig head, you're going to get your line. You're going to make a simple loop. And what the name of this knot is a loop knot. So you're going to make a simple loop first, just like so, and then you're going to get your jig head or whatever lure you're going to use, run it through. So I'll show you this way. Run it through the jig head hole, have it there, and you're going to wrap that line about 5 times, so 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, then instead you're going to go through one of the holes at the bottom. So you're going to space it out just a little bit. You're going to go through that hole right there. Alright, catch it. Once you catch that little tag in, pull it tight, just like so. You're going to pull that tight. Pull it nice and tight. Now, that is your loop knot. You have this loop spaced away from the knot. You can make that loop closer to it, bigger, depending on what type of action you want. Now the reason you do this is because when you throw that line out, and of course you can cut that little tag in off, but for this purpose, you throw that line out, and it's sinking in the water, it's sinking, and it hits like this. Alright? Hits the weight head first, and when you bounce it, pop it up, weight head first, bounce it up, and it's gonna drop. But this allows the line to move after you bounce it, so it gives the lure the most action it's probably gonna ever have. Those are really the knots that I use. Once again, I use it for my clamp swivels, barrel swivels. I can give you more. I'm gonna actually give you some more advice on this. This is more for on a popping cord. You're gonna tie it just like I did the snail knot. So what's gonna happen is same thing as we did before. Run it through. Now I'll show you exactly why this. To me, this is the best knot for a treble hook. So you wrap it around and go through, just like so. Once again, this is a lot easier with thinner line. I was going to show you with the green line, but I feel like that would just be overkill. So, once you cut that little tag in off, you want to straighten it out. And you see how that bounces straight up and down. Well, when the fish, when it's on a popping cork, 9 times out of 10, they come from this way, or they came from bottom. So when you hook it like that, it's dangling down. And with a loop knot, this type of knot, it could float sideways, especially if you have live bait on. It can float sideways, upside down if the fish is, or the shrimp is swimming upward. And then when the fish comes up and hits it, it'll hit the back end of it instead of the bottom. So, or instead of the hook. So, this is really the tutorial on knots. If you want to see me do leaders, and more on how I actually do my knots, my leaders, I can definitely show you that. And you know, please like, subscribe, turn your notifications on, and comment, please. But you know how we always do here. As always, keep fishing real.